We are joined today by Darren Weeks from the Black Rifle Coffee Company. Darren, this is just a whole amazing effort. I had a chance to try some of it at the Cold Lake Air Show and meet some of the people behind this brand. Tell me a little bit about your involvement with the company.
Well, I've always been a coffee lover, and one of the coffee blends that Black Rifle created was a charity blend called Warrior's Heart. And I was down at the Warrior's Heart Ranch near San Antonio, and there's a large group of investors that invested money in the ranch. And it helps first responders, military with PTSD and alcohol and drug abuse problems. So we invested in the ranch, and that's where I first came across Black Rifle, by drinking really good coffee one day. And as an entrepreneur, I've always asked questions like, hey, who does that in Canada? And ever since I asked that question, it kind of just snowballed, and we brought it to Canada on behalf of Black Rifle USA about 18 months ago.
And now the main office is in St. Albert, is that correct?
Yeah, I've had an office in St. Albert for 15 years, and I didn't really know we'd have a storefront, which we now do. I thought more of an administration type of office. We outsource a lot of things, but it's turned out their office is growing quite a bit. We put a storefront into it, and yeah, I mean, coffee's flying off the shelves ever since we launched Black Rifle. It's hard to keep up with the inventory demands.
Well, even from what I saw at the air show in Cold Lake, and even just having a look online, there's some really unique branding involved with this. Can you tell me about some of the different brands and styles with this coffee company?
Yeah, I mean, I have to take the hats off to the Black Rifle guys in the States, the actual creators, Owen and Evan and their team. They're really the experts, and they became, I think, quite famous by some of the videos that they did to YouTube and online. And they're very humorous and edgy, and that's definitely what got them started. We don't try to compete or compare with those guys. We just let them do their thing, and we try to be a little more conservative up here in Canada with our social media. But that's really what launched them. Was some of those videos are pretty funny and pretty edgy for sure.
Well, I did have a chance to check out some of the videos, and they are pretty fabulous. And yes. The product, while it's aimed towards veterans, I think people see it, and it really is something. Well, first of all, most everybody will drink coffee or cocoa, which I tried to order. I see and is already sold out. Okay. So they make that connection, and I think it's a good way for people to even just have the conversations. I could see at the air show they were talking with the people in the booth and asking about the coffee, and the people there were so approachable and just so thankful. So it must make you feel good to be involved in a project like this too.
It does, and we do give back a lot to charity, and that makes it just a win-win situation. Whether it's we brewed coffee for the November 11th Remembrance Day celebrations and ceremonies in Edmonton, and we go to the air shows. I mean, the Black Rifle team in Canada works tirelessly. They get the word out. We give a ton of free coffee out to guys overseas or police officers, so many different charities. And it's really what makes it worthwhile to have a nice brand that people enjoy, great coffee that's freshly roasted in Alberta daily, and give back to the community at the same time. I think that's a good recipe for success.
So now if people wanted to go, Darren, and order some of this coffee, I guess they can go right to St. Albert, because a lot of people from Lloydminster especially would make the trip that way, or they can go online. Is everything that's ordered online in Canada, does everything from there come out of St. Albert as well?
Yeah, everything comes out of our warehouse in St. Albert, and the coffee's roasted in Calgary. And I think one of the downsides to our wonderful country that's so big is the shipping costs are quite high, especially compared to the United States. So what we've done is we've come up with probably about 100 different dealers across the country. And that way you can go to your local outdoor shop, for instance, and buy Black Rifle coffee there. Or you can always go online to the blackriflecoffee.ca, or obviously stop into the St. Albert office if you're ever in the neighborhood. That works too.
Now, if people do want to get involved and look at selling the brand, I had a notice on the website there that you're looking for kind of specific locations. What's the best way, and what's that first step if they would like to get involved and sell this coffee in their establishment?
You can go online, and there's a dealer request form, and then somebody from my office, probably Tom, will give you a call. And again, it's a pretty easy process. Tom can give you all the details, and we have, whether it's Cabela's that's supporting us or some smaller local companies all across the country, almost every province. And I think the testament is to the coffee. I mean, obviously our dealer program wouldn't grow so much if consumers weren't buying the coffee. So that's the nice thing. Dealers are going to make sure their customer keeps coming back to buy the coffee through them versus, the shipping online costs and time.
Well, Darren, we're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much. I just think this is a fabulous project. And once again, for anybody who wants to go online and check this out, can you give us the online address one more time, please?
Yeah, it's blackriflecoffee.ca, and I want to say thank you, Stacy, to you and your team, because I know I've got some technical challenges all the time, and you guys are very patient with me. And next time we get some cocoa in, I'll make sure we send some your way.
Well, that would be great. And like I said, we've tried your coffee and it's been fabulous. So we'll keep supporting and lots of troops around here at CFB Wainwright and also at Canadian Forces Base Cold Lake that I know drank that coffee as well. So thank you for what you're doing and supporting the veterans. And we'll chat with you again sometime soon.
All right. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.